Hey guys, RubberBub66 here. Today we're taking a look at the MP7. The MP7 is a submachine gun that shoots a 4.6mm round. Fun fact, it's the only gun in the game that actually shoots this round. Now the MP7 comes in two variants, the MP7A1 and the MP7A2. The MP7A1 is black and comes with a foregrip that cannot be removed. The MP7A2 on the other hand comes in a tan colour, and it does have no foregrip by default, so you can add on whatever one you want if you want to get better ergonomics or better recoil. Now the MP7 is one of the most tiniest guns in the game. If you fold it stock, it will be 2 slots long. If you unfold it, it will be 3, and if you add a suppressor, it will be 4 slots long. The recoil for the MP7 is pretty good. The first 4 or 5 shots tend to shoot pretty high up, but after that it's pretty smooth sailing from there. Though the gun does have good recoil, it does not have good accuracy. This gun has an 8.34 MOA, which means the gun is not very accurate at all. At ranges past 100 meters, you may find that you miss some of your shots, especially if you're aiming for a small target like the head. So yeah, this gun is best used in a close quarters map like maybe factory and labs, or if you're trying to clear rooms like maybe the resort on shoreline. When it comes to mods, you can add a suppressor, a laser sight, and a scope. You can of course add a foregrip on the MP7A2 variant. But other than that, there's not really too many more mods that you can add. When it comes to magazines, there's 3 you can choose from. You got a 20 round magazine, a 30 round magazine, and a 40 round magazine. I always try to use the 40 round magazine, even though it's the most expensive. It's still a pretty good magazine and it only gives you -2 ergonomics, which is next to nothing. And you'll definitely be needing extended magazines as this gun shoots at 950 rounds per minute. This is one of the highest fire rates in the game. When it comes to ergonomics, the MP7 has an ergonomic value of 67. This is pretty decent, so you can expect to find yourself aiming down sights pretty fast and aiming down sights for a long time. Now the 4.6 by 30mm round comes in 4 variants. You got the AP-SX, the Subsonic SX, and the FMJ SX, and finally the Action SX. AP-SX is the best round to be using. It does 47 penetration, which is extremely high, but it does do low damage. But this round comes at a cost. It's very expensive, and you can only buy roughly 150 rounds. Subsonic SX is the next best choice. It does good penetration and damage, but you just have to watch out because it is subsonic and the muzzle velocity is very slow, so you just have to make sure that you lead your shots when you're shooting at a distance. FMJ SX is very similar to Subsonic SX in terms of flesh damage and armor penetration, but this round is not subsonic, so you can shoot your targets a little bit easier at a distance. And then of course you have Action SX, which only does 13 penetration, which is next to nothing. It also does 65 damage, which is pretty low, so I'd probably try and avoid using this round unless you really have to. If you want to buy the MP7, you can get the MP7A1 variant from Peacekeeper level 3 for $468, which is extremely cheap. You can also trade Peacekeeper level 4 for an MP7A2 variant for a G phone and a PSU. Also, raiders that you might find in your adventures also can carry the MP7, so you might get lucky and find one of them. So yeah, the MP7, it's a pretty good gun. It's surprisingly cheap, and I prefer using this gun over the P90, which is a more expensive submachine gun and doesn't do as much damage. So that concludes this review, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and enjoy these bonus clips.